Hello everyone, welcome to Ultimate Diecast. My name's Tyrone, and is there any better way to spend a Sunday morning than gazing longingly at some little Ferraris? I was musing a friend's collection of Ferraris as it happens. This is the Ferrari 250 GTO from 1964, and I said, can I show my friends? And he said, do what you gotta do, bro. And I said, what about taking them off the base? And he says, do what you gotta do. Show them. Give pleasure to millions. So I will. What did I just tell you this was? It was a Ferrari 250 GTO from 1964. They look so much better off the base. Gee, they'd look so much better if my friend dusted them. I'll have to have a word with them. Wow. No rear view mirrors on this one. I'm not sure if it came with rear view mirrors in 1964. I know there's a Italian saying, you don't need to see what you've just passed. Rear view mirrors are not necessary, but gee, what a pretty car. Quad exhausts, Ferrari badge on the back. That is so Ferrari. Although I'm not familiar with this particular model, you can tell it's a Ferrari. Is it just the colour? Amazing. It's got a wood grain steering wheel. If we can peer through that driver's window. Unbelievable. Not a lot of detail on that base, and the base of the model itself just says collectible product, not suitable for children under 14 years. Not quite sure if I qualify to handle these, but we'll press on. Ferrari 250 Testarossa. Wonder if this is the very first Testarossa, maybe. Should we take this off the base? We'll take them all off the base. Oh, it's one of those little funky little PK screws. Yeah, looks much more accessible when it's loose. Look at the detail. Look at the little ripples in the cover there. Convertibles are so finicky though, aren't they? Especially a convertible like this. Crazy expensive, I'm sure, then and now, probably more so now. I've had a crazy convertible in my time, nothing like this, little Nissan 370Z convertible, but a lot of fun to drive, but then such a relief when you get back into your everyday car. You no longer care what happens to it, whereas these, you're so precious about them, aren't you? I know my little 370Z was the cause of much anxiety. You couldn't park it anywhere, and if you did go somewhere in it, you had to be within sight of it. Even in a restaurant, you just didn't want to let it out of your sight, so you'd strategically park. So quite sad, really. Next, Ferrari. These are all Ferraris, by the way. If you're looking for an Aston Martin in this video, you can pull the pin now, but this is a Ferrari F40, and I'll try not to give myself the giggles. I'm in one of those moods, sad to say. This is where passers-by can ogle your engine through the window. Should we get them all off the base? Is this one of those funky ones? Let's just get them all off the base. They look okay on the base and under the acrylic case, but once you get them off the base, they feel, I don't know, closer, as Hannibal Lecter would say. Crash bang wallop in the background. Yeah. Ferrari. F40. I saw one of these in Monaco. I saw a lot of these in Monaco. Ferraris of different models, years and makes. Oh, not makes. You know what I mean. The craziest one I saw was an English couple. I knew they were an English couple because they had baseball caps with a Union Jack on them. Husband and wife, presumably. Older couple in a convertible Ferrari. To be honest, they look ridiculous. You know, we have a term for them in Australia. Not that particular couple, but anybody in a very fancy car that's revving the engine, or you know the look, they're sitting at the lights looking around to see who's looking at them. In Australia they're called show ponies. So yeah, Australians have a way of bringing people back down to earth. That was the, when I put it, Ferrari F40. Lovely car. If you're bored of red, here is something completely different. The Ferrari 250 GT SWB. I think that means short wheelbase, but that would be a guess. Not a lot of info on these. Even the owner of these didn't quite know much about them. If you're a collector of anything, I don't think it's a requirement to know absolutely everything about what you're collecting. I certainly don't. On my main channel, Building the Ultimate Matchbox Car Collection, I would never claim to know everything about Matchbox. I'm just along for the ride, to be honest. Now and again I'll get a riled up audience member commenting saying you should know that by now, and I really don't. Whatever the piece of information is, my memory isn't and has never been particularly good, and I don't care. The details don't bother me. I'm not a details guy, so if you're looking for details, this or my other channel really isn't your go-to place. If you're just in it to cruise along with me, I'm very happy for that shared experience. But details ain't my thing. Just don't have the memory for them. If I get lost in diecast world, I'm a happy man. And hopefully you get lost right along with me. That's a blue one. Shall we go for a black one? This is the last one I have to show for you today. This is the Ferrari 250 GT California. I like this one. It is missing a mirror, and I promise you, and I promise the actual owner, I did not smash this mirror off. I promise you. Somebody did. Maybe him. No, full disclosure, he told me, don't worry about that, the mirror is missing, will you still show it? And I said, yes, I will still show it. This is the Ferrari California. I went to California once. I'm sure I've told you. I'll tell you again. See the mirror? It's missing. But as I said earlier, Italians don't use their mirrors. My time in California, I was going down the coast. It was coming up sunset. It was the middle of winter, not quite. It was sort of, where are we looking? It was Christmas Eve, about 10 years ago, and we were going down the coast road, and there was a big tailback. We were the car behind a slow car. It was a sort of an old person's car, big American thing, and we were in a Chevy Impala. Not a classic car, sadly. It was a 2012, 20-something, probably a 2012 Chevy Impala, boring as bat. Sort of America's Camry, isn't it? But anyway, long story short, wrap it up, Tyrone. People haven't got all day. We were stuck behind the slow car, and the windy bendy roads around the hills, around Big Sur. Double lines all the way, you can't pass anywhere, but I was so tempted to floor it and cut this guy off and let the 15 or 20 cars pass that were being held up behind them. They were, scarves or cravats, musing at everything, not doing the speed limit, not even attempting to, and everybody was getting quite fed up with it. But that was one of my funnier experiences with California. They're a different mob down there. As we ogle, did I even tell you what this was? Gee whiz. Oh yeah, I did. That's how we got into the rambling. It's the Ferrari 250 GT California in black. Stunning. Even minus its passenger side mirror. You don't need to know what you've just passed. Don't they look good together? If I was going to get a Ferrari runabout, if I was, off that financial bracket, I think I'd get the little blue one. It kind of looks like an everyday car. Maybe not. Maybe I'm kidding myself. But what do you think? Little quintuplet? Is that what it's called? 5? Quintet of Ferraris for your Sunday morning. Hope you enjoyed the show. Ultimate Diecast is this channel. If you're into Matchbox cars, check out Building the Ultimate Matchbox Car Collection. I run them both in this similarly haphazard way. So if you love your diecast, check them both out. Subscribe, share, like, all of that stuff. Comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.